Hello everyone, this is Mr. Stamkos, and welcome to the Detroit Red Wings GM mode. Last episode, as you can see here, we got the lines going, took a look around the league, just to see what players were on what team, and all the progression. It's only a year or two, but still there's been a lot of stuff that's went on, and also we got Askarov in the NHL now, so that's pretty sick. But yeah, we're gonna hop right into this one and start with our normal first game play-by-play here. So let's see what happens against Minnesota in this game. They do have Kevin Fiala, who's very good in this game. He's a guy who puts up 70 points very consistently, I find, and if I do which I will, will probably do this. I will probably do series on HLM, but if he is this good in HLM 21, I will definitely be probably grabbing him in one of my series. Mantha, Armia, and Larkin though, with 3 goals here in the second. But also, for HLM 21, I will probably have a few main rebuild series and stuff as Mantha gets a second of the night. But also, I'm also going to try to do shorter 1, 2, or 3 year rebuilds with other teams, mainly because there's challenges where you have to win a cup with every team, and I would like to do that with 21. So, yep. As you can see here, 3 stars for Kuz, Mantha, and Larkin, as we get a good 4-0 win against Minnesota in Game 1. And we still have $38 million in cap space. We are a pretender this year, which is good, I think. Yeah, I think that's good. But, yep, let's get on with the year. We're still going to go month by month here, obviously. And I don't know if we're going to make the playoffs this year. I'm not expecting us to, but if we could be a close finish in the playoffs, that would be nice. I'm actually going to go the first 2 months here before I start looking at stats and standings and all that. Mainly because, you don't really get a good idea of what your players are doing the first month. I like to look after a couple months. But it's looking like we're not doing horrible, about 500, 14, 11, and 1. Yeah. So let's see here. Standings, we currently sit. We are actually in the wild card by 1 point, Philadelphia. So that's good. And player stats, we got Larkin in the top 50 as well as Zadina in the top 50. That's really good. Bertuzzi, Hronik's offense seems like it's going to be slowing down a little bit. Especially since Moritz only has 3 assists. That is not too good. Yeah, I don't know how much that's gonna be. That's just not good at all. Go to goalies. Askarov is playing pretty well. Francouz is playing about as well as you expect an 82 overall goalie to play. But yeah, because Hronik's kind of struggling. I'm gonna move Dennis Cholowski back up there because, yeah, Moritz just really isn't getting it done on that first line. But we'll go another month here, see how things go. Hopefully well. But we come off 2 straight losses. Armia will miss 22 games. What's his name? Tuomas Hakana is going to get his first taste at the NHL at 21 years old. And yeah, I knew that drafting him was, sure, he was 20 coming into his draft year. But I had a feeling he was going to be a really solid pickup for us with that high top 6. Armia recovered. How did Hakana do? 2 points in 8 games, not bad. But Armia overall makes our team better, so I'm going to have to go with him. And one more day, we get an OTL. So yeah, we sit 6th now, tied with Tampa for 5th. And we are slowly falling out of that wild card spot. It's still not out of reach, only 4 points out of reach. And then we're 8 points from 3rd in our division, but we're sitting 22nd in the league, so it's kind of unlikely that we rebound now. Zadina and Larkin still doing well, just outside that top 50. Philip Hronik's offense seems to be doing a little bit better. Cholowski's definitely doing a bit better. Siders Um, Disappointing to say the least. But it's okay. He's a rookie defenseman. Francouz and Askarov. Askarov's playing so well still, and we got Sider and Hakana as our main rookies. But I can see Askarov easily winning a Rookie of the Year. And also, let's just go and yeah. Actually, no. Yeah, let's go take a look at the Rookie of the Year stats right now. Just for the whole league, I want to see who's in here. Olio Levy. So that's kind of surprising that Atu Rati's not way up there. Ryan Paling as well. He is third, but still, there's Tracy Straight, who the Senators got second overall. He's doing really well for them. Emil Bemstrom, Ty Delandria, Turcotte, Holtz, Kaprizov, Rossi. Yeah, this is a really good rookie class. And then if we go to the goalies, Samsonov, I don't know why he's still there because he was in last year, but yeah, Askarov is definitely the best of the goalies there for sure. Spencer Knight, Capo, Mikko Kakinen, or whatever his name is. But yeah, I think we got one more month or so to go. Yeah, we got about 2 months to go, and then I will assess the team, see if we should make any trades. And if we do, I will leave a poll. Okay, so we got our first trade offer. I was actually wondering if I left the option on, but we did. And this is an interesting one to say the least. Fabry's also injured. P.S. Sutter moves up. Okay, and we actually just, screwed up the trade. Oh well, let's actually go to the trade here. Because I think what Boston offered us was Forsbach, Carlson, and a 2022 first. But let's just take a look at Forsbach at Carlson, 2581 overall. He was a second-round pick by Boston back in 2015, and he's not doing too well at all. 8 points in 38 games. He's a minus player. Kind of more defensively, although I think he's more offensive in real life. I'll definitely leave a check mark so I can see what he does, but yeah, I don't think that's very worth it for Robbie Fabry, in my opinion. Other people may have different opinion, but I think Fabry's a much better player than Forsbach Carlson in real life and currently in this simulation. But Fabry recovered because we did kind of struggle with him without him, and Veleno through his 4 games minus player. But oh well. Don't really expect too much. And wow, the offense has really struggled this month. Zadina and Larkin have gotten way down there in the points. We're not getting wins right now. That's the sad reality to things. We're still not keeping up with these guys as we fall to 7th in the division. We're now under 500, 9th, and in the league, we are actually 29th, which is so disappointing. I was expecting a bit more out of this team than what we currently have, but I guess all we can do is just keep looking at these stats, see what's happening. So we got one guy in the top 75, Philip Zadina. That's okay. He's developing. Fabry's not putting up the offensive numbers like he did before. Mantha is just not playing well. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like everyone's just really not playing well from what we did last year, and especially, early on this season. But yeah, Askarov's even his play has altered a lot. Yeah, it's really just a lack of effort from the team. I think right now is what really has us down in the gutter. Yeah, just making sure we're still recording. But yeah, it's a lack of team effort right now at this point is why we're not getting wins. And we are starting to get some wins here again, but I don't know how long that's going to last. Not very long. Yep, as we lose 3 in a row. Perlini suffers a 21-day injury. Not the worst since we do have good wing depth, but and good forward depth in general, but still. Yeah. Yep. honestly not too much we can really do about this situation right now. So we come up to the St. Louis game. So let's take a look at the league standings. Yeah, we're now dead last, and it's rough. I think every other team's just gotten a lot better than us. We're now second last in the league, only behind LA, who they're not passing us. But also, let's just take a look at how pathetic this LA team is. They have about the same team as us. They got much better defense, and I think they even got better forwards than us. Honestly, they're not having a good season at all. Yeah. We go to the player stats. This is all we're going to simulate, but yeah. So we got the standings. Where's the player stats? I'm so confused. There it is. Player stats. We got Larkin, Zadina. Yeah, guys are starting to pick it up a little bit again. I'm thinking I'm going to move Rasmussen up to the second line, honestly, because I don't think Fabber's producing for us. He may be a guy we look to trade, maybe at the draft. He is 26. He has a good contract, though, but he's just not putting up the numbers like he did last year. He could still finish with maybe 40, maybe. It's a big maybe, too, and his defense just not good. Yeah, I'll be right back. Sorry for that, but there's been a lot of crickets in the damn house, and I like to save them, so... But anyways, the guys just aren't really producing as much as they were last year. Last year, I think the team put a really good effort forward to helping us win as much games as we did and, putting us in the position we did. This year, it's a whole lot different. Guys just seem like they're not, producing the same way, and the goalies aren't really helping at all. But, again, as you would expect with 82 and 81 overall net minors, hopefully next year Askarov can turn into a legit starter. We'll probably trade Francouz at the draft not at the draft, but free agency for sure. Same with maybe a guy like Fabry. If he's not putting up 40 points on our second line, then he's got to go because that could be a big issue. And Rasmussen, again, going to be the future third liner of this team. He's a guy who I really like on that third line. Just getting 35 points, playing decent defense, which he's not doing so much this year. But last year was really good. And yeah, I really don't know what to say other than that because I think it's, again, just a lack of production. If these guys can step it up a bit, then that's awesome. But let's take a look at the leagues. Right now at the trade deadline, Pasternak leads the league with 87 points. He's going to get maybe 60 goals this year. He could definitely do that. Plus 55 as well. That's insane. Ovechkin, McDavid, Marner, Draisaitl, Laine, Nylander, Bergeron, Andrei Svechnikov on Carolina, and Backstrom round out the top 10. So that Svechnikov signing really worked out for the Canes defensemen. It's Brent Burns leading the way this year. Klingberg, Krug, and Heiskanen only 3 points behind him, though. And Krug has 3 less games played, and Klingberg and Heiskanen have 1. But, wow, Miro Heiskanen and John Klingberg, that Dallas pairing is so sweet. And Heiskanen is honestly just one of the best two-way defensemen in this game, too. Just so good at simulating. It's insane. Yeah. And, Philip Hronek's sort of up there. Goalies, Carter Hart's playing amazing. And I think he could honestly win the Vezina this year. Yeah, that would be weird. Not too surprising, though. Rookies, Ryan Paling's kind of just taken off with it. Oli Levy's really fallen off, but he's still playing really well for a rookie defenseman. But yeah, I think this award's going to belong to Ryan Paling this year. Really, really good year out of an 81 overall Paling. Tirati, obviously 82. Probably has a bit less of a role on Colorado, though. Oh, wait. And yeah, let me actually go to goaltenders. Mr. Decord, he's playing awful, but I think he's also the backup there to Hammond. So not very high expectations. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen here now too, and Askarov up there as well. But Samsonov's playing really well, although he did play quite a bit last year too. So yeah. And honestly, let's get a good look at the prospects just to drag this video a little bit longer. And yeah, it's a Shane Wright draft. It's a good draft. It is a good draft. Gustav Forsberg, Caden Grenier. Yeah, so I made a lot of players for this draft. Like Kordichek is top 3, Lambert's top 3, Shane Wright's top 3, Forsberg's top 3. This is really actually a stacked draft class because I made these players thinking that Lambert and Savoy weren't in this game. I actually forgot, so yeah, that's gonna be a bit of an issue, but it's okay. We can just say that it's a generational type of draft class, but we're probably looking at a pick in the top 5, so maybe we could use Gustav Forsberg in this draft. I think that's definitely the option we're going with right now, mainly because the defense is kind of sucking. I think we have the offensive tools for the future, but we really need the defensive tools. And if we can't get a guy like Forsberg, I'm not opposed to taking Johnny Peterson, who could be a Mantha replacement and a better one at that. I think he is a high top 6. And yeah, he's a really good power forward, I think, personally. And yeah, also Jason Butler, sorry. Jason Butler could be there if Forsberg goes, if we really want to reach on a defenseman, or if we improve drastically, which I don't think it's going to happen. But yeah, let's take a look at the lineup too to see if there's any moves we should make. I'll leave a poll to see if we should trade Robbie Fabry at the deadline, because with the way it's going this year, I really don't think that he's going to be around next season. Yes, I really love how he played last year, but this year he's just not stepping it up, and neither is Larkin or Zadina or Bertuzzi or anybody. But I think that Fabry's a guy that, I feel like we could get a better option for him, and his defensive play is not great, and he's expendable. Larkin's a guy who is our future center, 87 overall. Zadina, future winger. He doesn't need to be great right now. It's only his second year. Bertuzzi, yes, he is on the trade block already. So honestly, if we move him, then we move him. But honestly, this team could look a lot different by year 3, because there's quite a few guys that I'm thinking after this season, if we're not stepping up play, they gotta go. But yeah, and we could even see our team go for another 2 to 3 year rebuild. But if that's what has to happen to improve this team for the future, then that's what has to happen on the defensive end. I'm thinking maybe Patrick Nemeth, it's time for him to get out, because he's not playing as well as he did. Radko Gudas, I still like him. He's putting up more points this year, but the defensive play has faltered a bit too. Philip Hronik, we're probably going to be keeping him. He's improving slightly defensively this year in more time played as the years go by. Cholowski, he could be a guy that we move, but again, his defense has really improved. And again, he could always just be a good, top 4 guy for us. And Mort Seider, obviously, is a guy we're keeping. But yeah, that's really it for now. That's all the rambling I'm gonna do about this team for this episode. Maybe next episode our team really pulls it together after the trade deadline and we just sneak into the playoffs, but I really don't see that happening realistically. So yeah, I'll look at that next episode actually. Yeah, so thank you all for watching. That's the record and everything. 25, 33, and 4. Not great. But yeah, thank you all for watching. This is part 10, so, that's nice, I guess. And yeah, I will see you all in the next episode. Minecraft video is coming out Sunday, and it is currently Friday, so I'm gonna record that tomorrow. But yeah, this is Mr. Stamkos, and I will see you all in the next one. But for now, bye.